Hey guys, wanted to jump on today and talk about maybe frustration or overwhelm that people feel when they can see someone going down a certain path, or they know that something will be good for someone if they just did it, but they're not helping themselves, I guess. And from a personal trainer's perspective, having a gym, owning a gym for nearly 10 years now, it can be really, I guess, frustrating for myself when I see someone come in and they're asking for help and they know that they need this and I know that they need this, but they can't commit for whatever reason that may be. A lot of it is to do with limiting beliefs and worthiness. They don't feel like they're worthy enough to be able to invest in themselves, to be able to put that money and prioritize their health, basically. So what I've found, and it's been a bit of a reoccurring theme this week as well with regards to, my husband, he'll sit there on the lounge and he'll eat shit in front of me. Like, it's really hard to be good when the people around me are not, I guess, doing things that are in alignment with what I'm doing. And that's just life. That's just, it is what it is. You can't control other people, and you can't want it more than they do as well. So it might be a husband, it might be your children, it might be someone close to you, a friend, a family member, and you can see that they need help, and you know that what you're doing is really, really helping you, and you know that if they were to do it too, it could really, really help them. But they need to make that decision. They need to come to the conclusion that enough's enough and I need to change. But only they can do that. Only they can create enough pain within themselves to want to be able to change. And I really feel that that's a driving force for change, is people get to the point where they're like, fucking done. I am done living life this way, feeling this way, looking this way, whatever, insert whatever. And then that internal pain propels them forward. So you could, talk until you're blue in the face. But at the end of the day, what I have found to have the biggest impact on influencing people, motivating people, helping people change is doing it yourself, becoming a role model, like talking the talk, walking the walk. And if people see enough of that, if they're exposed to you doing that shit day in and day out, then they'll want to do it too. They'll look at their current situation and start to connect the dots. They'll start to say, you know what, she's been doing this for a while and she's lost 10 kilos. She's come off her depression medication. She's got so much energy now. She's looking amazing. Like, I think I need to do that too. And they'll start to take those steps. And maybe that's when you can kind of come in and go, hey, come to the gym that I'm at. Hey, try this recipe, but be a role model. Be a role model first. And that's what you need to try hard at, is staying in your own lane, being a role model, doing what you preach, and then hopefully others will follow down that same path. That's what I have come to the conclusion of. Like, I can't want it more for someone more than they want it. But what I can do is keep showing up, keep showing people that there is another way, that there is a better way, that you do not have to feel like this. So yeah, that's basically what I turn to each day. How can I be a role model? And it's not just me as a personal trainer, as a business owner, etc., etc. It's, okay, how can me as a mum, how can me as insert XYZ show up for the people around me today? How can I be a better role model? Because I tell you what, when the kids see me in the kitchen, prepping the meals, organizing, doing all that stuff in the kitchen, making sure that their health is a priority, I'm having an impact on their lives. It might not be, apparent and so in your face right now when they're so little, but what we are doing now are shaping the lives of people around us. There's that cool quote where, like, a mum's doing a push-up in a garage and, don't quit, you never know who's watching, and the kids are kind of peeking in from around the corner. They're watching her. They're watching how she acts, how she moves, how she goes about her day, how she invests in herself, what she says yes to, what she says no to. And I think that's really, really important. We might not realize the power of it, but it has a flow-on effect. And if you keep doing that, then that will shape people's worlds as well. So you can't want it more than the person, but what you can do is be a role model and continue to show up and continue to play big and practice what you preach, basically. So this is for anyone who is struggling with that at the moment. Hey, Natalie, if you've got anyone in your life that you know, this would make such an impact to their life, but they're not doing anything about it. And it can be really, really frustrating, especially if it's someone that you love. Show up first. Show up first and keep continuing to show up. And then hopefully that will rub off on them. And if it doesn't, you know, maybe that they resonate with someone else who's doing a similar thing as well. Like, don't be discouraged as well if you keep doing something and then they start doing something because of someone else. I know that I was preaching like stretching and yoga to my husband for years and years and years. And then he started to do all these stretching and yoga stuff from someone else. And I was like, hey, at least he's still doing it. So it's getting hot in here. All right, so I hope that resonated with a few people. I just wanted to share that, something that's been happening in my world a little bit at the moment. But I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.